Mold is it is something that is very much in the media right now, very much in the news right now. There's a lot of if you read in the medical journals, there's a lot of literature, scientific studies, cohort studies from an epidemiology standpoint that suggest that there are causal connections between mold exposure and certain injuries. The difficulty with mold is it's not a very specific injury. It is a number of different symptoms that the individual exposed to mold believes he may have. What people claim is that they've developed certain illnesses, or they become chronically sick, or developed a chronic cough, or chest pains, or difficulty breathing, which they in their own mind associate with mold because there's the presence of mold. Sometimes I think it's a psychological factor. They believe that there's mold in their house, and then they see themselves with some type of a illness. And sometimes the diseases are worse than others. We had a case where somebody claimed brain swelling as a result of exposure to mold, and he actually got a doctor that confirmed it. What takes away the value of litigating a mold case. Number one, it's a tough case to prove. But number two, oftentimes you take the individual away from the source of the problem and they get better. And what you look for in a case that's worth a lot of money is a case of permanent injury. And if you have an individual that suffered a short-term illness or injury, but you take away the source, and that injury is no longer there, or in there but in a much lesser severe form, the value of the case is diminished. It's good for the person, and if we ever interview an individual for a potential mold case, my advice to them always is, well, get away from the building. And if you get better, great. And we don't have a lawsuit, but I'd rather be more concerned about your health than filing a suit. So let's see if your health gets better. Vacate the property, get away from the source of the problem, and see if you get better. And more often than not, they do. And we have, when we defend these cases, and we defend far more than we prosecute, when we defend these cases, I have certain experts that indicate that there really is no such thing as a mold-related disease, that these individuals either are not sick, or it's something where it's psychologically imposed upon their belief that they have a disease based upon what's present in their home.